Hello everyone, good evening. I hope I'm audible. Before starting today's meet, I would like to inform you that IDFC Bank has been replaced by Avanse Bank for today's educational meet. Also, I welcome you all to study abroad loan masterclass by Avanse Bank. Sorry. So here are a few instructions for the participant. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment. We recommend you to use your earphones for best experience. Also, your microphones and cameras have been turned off for a smooth experience. Also, do not write anything inappropriate on the chat box, and please respect yourself and the other participants as well. Thank you. Also, the Avance Bank can start with the session. Thank you.
Hey, hi everyone. This is Yogesh Goel. Is Smriti, am I audible?
Yes, so you're audible.
Thank you. So let me share my screen. Hey. Hello, I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Yeah, cool. So basically, while taking an education, so I'll take a brief 5 minutes meeting from from coming up as there is Avanse presenter. So I'll just share my the slideshow here. So based upon that, the Avanse team will continue the meeting. Okay. So based on the factor, so we have six key factors to choose the loan. So while taking any education loan, so one is the loan amount and the rate of interest. So for example, so we don't know how much loan amount that you require after getting an I-20, right? So basically, so when you get an I-20, and you should include how much was your living expenses. Based upon that, you will have to calculate the loan amount that you require. Okay, so a university will give you an in the I-20s they mention how much loan amount for tuition fee and for your living expenses. Okay, you have to consider that and you have to take the loan amount. Okay, and the other factor is you have to take into the picture about the rate of interest. Okay, so always try to have that edge of knowing that how much rate of interest and calculate based upon how much interest I have to pay after your educational period. So that's how we get to know after 3 years and up to 10 or 15 years that tenure is been. So based upon that, you have to calculate and what's my EMI. You have to be foreseen your the how much money you have to pay, to 10 or 15 years. Okay, that's the first factor. And the second factor is we have all people know there is two types of loans, which is collateral and we have non-collateral loan. Because the collateral is let's divide each one and explain in detail one on one. Okay, so collateral. So coming to collateral, so collateral is a type of security that we put on top of the loan, where you have to take loan against any security that you have to place. So what's the security? Security is a thing, for example, residential property or fixed deposits or your or any plots that you have or any rental agreements or rental properties. These are the collaterals banks consider will give you an education loan. So these banks, but agricultural lands are the only type of property that banks won't give loan for. But remaining all, you can have an edge to ask for collateral loans. So coming for non-collateral, so non-collateral is a special thing where you can get loan if you don't have any collateral at all. So what is non-collateral? Okay, how they give you loan based upon the for non-collateral. So non-collateral is that based upon your co-applicant. Here we don't have put any security on top of the loan. Here we have to have good co-applicant who should be in a blood relation. So who will be in the blood relation? So maybe your father, sister, or brother can be your co-applicant. Okay, so co-applicant have some specific requirements. So specific requirements are, is monthly income should be 125,000, which is the requirement the bank asks, and then we have the right returns should be five if he is a salaried person, 5 to 7 lakhs, and then his or her yearly income should be no more than 4 lakhs, 4 to 6 lakhs in between. So these are some specific requirement and conditions should be fulfilled for taking non-collateral loans. Okay, so what's the processing time? So coming to the third factor, which is processing time. So processing time generally takes not more than 5 to 7 days. So it's the short processing time for non-collaterals. I'm talking about non-collaterals. So non-collateral takes very less time compared to collaterals. So for collateral, it takes more than 15 to 45 days, depending upon the asset and type of asset that you put placed against the collateral loan. Okay, for example, if there is any discrepancies, so the processing time takes longer for collateral loans. Okay, so that's why people choose for non-collateral, for processing times, and if there doesn't have any properties under their name, so non-collateral is the best choice for going with the education loans, as they are flexible in terms. Okay, so what's the processing fee? Then coming to the fourth factor, we have processing fees. How much banks will offer for your profile? So it's totally subjective, the processing fees, but the banks will usually take around 0.5 or 1% based on the whole loan amount. For example, if the bank sanctioned you 30 lakhs, so banks take a cut of 1%. If the bank take a cut of 1%, so it'll be 30,000. Okay, so the processing fees is you have to pay after sanctioning your loan. Okay. So that's the fourth factor, processing fees. Okay, and we have a fifth factor which you have to choose, which is moratorium period and payments during initial years. Okay, so what is moratorium period? So moratorium period is a period where you don't have to pay any amount or don't have to pay any money during your educational period. So moratorium period is 2 + 1 year. So 2 years your course period, study period, where you will be studying your masters, which is your course period, or 1.5 year depending upon the course. So that's why I'm considering as course period plus 1 year. So 1 year is a moratorium period. Okay, 2 + 1 is totally 3 years. So in this third year, you don't have to pay any money, or in these 3 years. So third year will be for you for searching for your job or finding job. Okay, these 3 years you don't have to pay any single rupee to the bank. But depending upon the lender, so you should pay some little amount of money, for example 3,000 to 5,000 to the bank or lender, depending upon every lender. Okay, so from that, some banks take as I said before, take some fixed cuts. Okay, for example, for 3 years, they ask 3,000 to 5,000 as a just small amount of money. So to pay, to cover some charges, as I would say. That's why, while taking a loan, choose these factors and what's the processing fees and what's the processing time, and then how much you can able to, the amount that you're going to get from each bank. And these are the factors that you have to consider and choose the best lender in the market. Okay, so let's go for the next slide. Okay, so what's the average cost for completing masters abroad? Okay, so coming to the completing masters abroad, for example, these are the countries usually from India people are opting for. US is a major country people are going for and taking loans on an average. So the average tuition fee for USA is around 30 to 40 lakhs. Okay, so that's the average tuition fee. So as people usually take more than, or it's not for USA, it's not be less than 30 lakhs. If you have own funding, you can add that, and it should be less than 30 lakhs for loan. But usually the tuition fee is more than 30 or 40 lakhs in between. Okay, so we can add the other living expenses, which is 15 to 20 lakhs. So which is total will come across 40 or 55 to 65 lakhs, which usually people take loans. That's the average money, where people take a education loan. For UK, it will be second slab, which is lesser amount of money, as UK has somewhat less expenses compared to US. Okay, so for UK, it's around 15 to 25 lakhs, and then it will be the living expenses will be same to average tuition fee, as UK has some of the majority metropolitan cities where the cost of living would be high. Okay, so then coming to third, which is Canada. So Canada, we have two types of universities and colleges. So universities are some type of premium thing, where they charge somewhat a little bit higher fees, 25 30 lakhs, and the average living expenses. But what we observe here is So for every country, the average living expense is 15 to 20 lakhs. No, living expenses doesn't change a bit, but in living expenses is very subjective. For example, if you stay with your friends, for example, 6 or 7 people in an 2 BHK, 3 BHK, the average living expenses come down to just a small numbers. But if you want to stay in 1 BHK or 2 BHK, just single person, the amount will go as high as I'm saying in these numbers. Okay, but the average tuition fee stays as the same. For example, for Canada, 25 to 30 lakhs, and Australia, to 40 lakhs, which is stays the same. It stays in the same bracket. Okay, Ireland is 20 to 25 lakhs usually, and Germany and Europe, for opening the blocked account, you have to deposit before going to abroad in a bank account, which will be blocked from your side. These are the average tuition fee and the average living expenses for going abroad. Okay, so for coming to the that side, just that slide. So basically, we have partnered. We have partnered with the all lenders here. So basically, we have conducted a loan fair in the past hour. In the last week. So where we have partnered with top 10 plus lenders. For example, as you can see in the screen, we have partnered with the top public banks: Bank of Baroda, ICICI Bank, ICICI Private Banks, Bank of Baroda, SBI, and we have Union Bank as a public lenders who are national banks, and then we have private banks, ICICI and IDFC First Bank. So, and then we have NBFCs who are from HDFC Credit, Avanse, Credit, and Auxilo. And we have private lenders too, Empowerment Financing and Prodigy. So these are all the 10 plus lenders that we are directly partnered with them, and we have lenders coming up in the month. So basically, what we do with these lenders is, first of all, we take your documents. For example, I'll speak more about these document thing in the coming slide. So basically, we collect the basic documents from your side as for collateral, non-collateral, based upon your option. So we collect these documents and see who is the suitable lenders for your profile, who are offering better rate of interest or better ROI on the loan amount that you are going for, based upon your country. So based upon that, so we process and see which are the suitable lenders, and we send your documents to the other lenders who is suitable for your profile. Okay, for example, if your profile fits for private banks, for ICICI, who offer for you for non-collateral less rate of interest, and then IDFC, we send your profile to these lenders, and then we get a quote. This is the rate of interest and the amount we're going to offer. So based upon that, we can proceed further. That's what I'm saying. So you can get multiple loan offers from 10 plus lenders, so that you can choose best which is suitable for you. If you go on your own, for example, if you go on your own for a bank to bank, you have to visit every bank physically and choose how much rate of interest you're going to get. But with Ubergrad, you can just comfort on your home. You can just submit the documents. Based upon that, you can get multiple offers where we consult all the banks directly, which are one-on-one, which will be all done by virtual. Okay. So also we have a merit scholarship which is going on for spring 2023. So for merit scholarship, we're going to initiate up to for 3 lakhs flat, 3 lakhs rupees for a person who is academically good and who has been placed in a good college. And then he's a scholar. So based upon this certain considerations, we founders will judge upon your profile. Based upon that, we'll pick up to 5 people who is good for the education loan for mid scholarship. Okay, so and then as we have direct partnership with all the banks, you will be able to get discounted processing fees. Okay, for example, if you get if you apply directly to all these lenders, for example, if you're going to get 1 to 1.5%. So with Ubergrad, you will be getting somewhat 0.25, 0.5% discounted processing fees, which will save you a lot in the long run, or while paying the processing fees for sanctioning your loan. Okay, so you will be able to get a cashback of 10,000 rupees, and then it's a flat cashback up to 5,000, 10,000 rupees. So it's a flat cashback. So if you take loan from Ubergrad, so we're going to give you a flat cashback of 5,000, 10,000 rupees depending upon the loan. Sorry, it's a flat cashback depending upon the lender. This one we have a list of interest. So if we start, the rate of interest starts from 9%, so which is very low. So it's for non-collateral, and for collateral, it depends upon your profile and the type of country that you're going to. The rate of interest goes on increasing. Okay, but it starts from 9%, which is in the market is the good amount of rate of interest. As currently the market is very, very volatile, and the current rate of interest for education loans is currently stays at 9%. Okay, and then all this factor consideration when we have a good loan offer which is offering complete visa support. Okay, we offer visa support. If if your loan gets sanctioned, so we are sorry, if you go to unsanctioned, if you want to offer you free visa support, so where you can get ask our counselors dedicated one-on-one, so that you can know your profile and you can pitch your own way, and our counselors are gonna take your all your inputs and give you suggestions which should be improved in your pitch. Okay, so that's why. So apply, within 24 hours. So it will be limited time. So we don't go on to offer much of a break this deal. So this will be this will be closed within 48 hours. So if you need avail this offer, so mention or WhatsApp us through ubergrad.com, or mention mail us to the hello.ubergrad.com. So we go on a reply to as soon as possible. Okay. So and then what's the software roadmap? What's the process? Okay. So here I explain the whole process, how the loan gets sanctioned, or how you can get the loan, the whole process. Okay, so you can ask the first policy required documents. So we're going to take the basic documents from your academic and financial documents. So and then we take these documents and send into all these lenders who are suitable for you, and we're going to get the and so to get an I-20 or conditional offer from the universities, and then based on the offer, the third step, you will be able to pay processing fees. So from the as you get the identity, so you can get the pay the processing fees for the bank, and the loan will be sanctioned under your name. Okay, so as I said in the fifth step, so after getting the loan sanction, you can take that sanction letter to your visa interview. So before that, you have to sign the agreement that this loan is get sanctioned. So based upon that, you can take that to visa interview. So after the visa interview is successful, so you can send your visa acceptances to the bank. So based upon that, banks will disburse your bank account or university bank account depending upon the your adjustment which is suitable for you. Okay, so that's the seventh part. So which is the for you. So we should done initially. Okay, so I'm gonna call Aisha Raj, who is from Avanse. So she's from Avanse to come and take over the meeting. Hello. Yeah, guys, give me a moment. So she has some religious problem. So just give me a minute. Wait for a few. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. The problem will be solved. Okay. Hello, Smriti, are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could you give access to Aisha Raj? You just unmuted all of the people in the meeting. Just give access to Aisha Raj.
Okay, sir.
Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Aisha. I'm from Avanse Financial Services. Okay. Uh, is it audible, Yogeshwar? Thank you, Gurjit. Actually, we will process the education loans. Okay. So majorly like all universities as well as the major countries of USA, UK, Canada, Germany, Ireland, Australia, France, and Paris also. Okay. So total, we have like a tie up with 3,000 plus universities all over countries. Okay. Can you please go to next slide, Yogeshwar? Yeah. So in NBFC, okay, maximum our loan amount offer. So as
Due to some technical issues, ma'am has left the meeting. She'll join soon. Thank you.
is I'm audible? Anyone give a thumbs up or shout out?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah. Tansha, can you please can anyone from admin can you please scroll the next slide if you have Avance bar? Yeah. Uh, for USA, we are accepting the GRE. Okay. For UK, IELTS minimum is a 6 and a 6.5, and USA GRE score is from around 305 to 320. Okay. And as well as for Australia, PT, whatever you have written. For Germany, who are going to Germany, they should know the German language. So they need to complete the German language course. Okay. And I'm suggesting like who are willing to go the like USA. Okay, nowadays. So you just process your application little bit early, okay, because by this intake measure of the students are going for the January intake. So if anyone is there who are going to intake, who are already written the GRE, and who are not getting the I-20 also, they can apply for the loan. So based on the admit letter as well as the unconditional offer letter, so we can log in the your application, we will process it. Once the sanction is done, we will give the sanction letter where you can show to the any of like you can show the funds and you will get your I-20. Okay, for USA. Suppose you have admit letter also. If some of the students may not be decided, like they want to go like one university, after that they need to change the another university, they can also apply before that also. So we will process your application before admit letter as well as a before I-20 for USA. For UK, a student have the unconditional offer letter. By taking that unconditional offer letter, we will do the disbursement. So maybe for UK students, you have a like a question like you need to show 28 days old funds. So for that, we will do the pre-visa disbursement. Okay, where the visa, before your visa we will disburse the amounts and we will mark a lien mark. So that time you can show that 28 days old funds for your visa interview for UK. So it's like, yeah, yeah, there is a like a fast track loan, bridge loans, that is a nothing but like as entrance exams is there, that thing. A pre-admission loans means the before taking the admit letter, as I said previously. So not decided university also you can process it. Okay, fast track loans get approved 72 hours. Suppose if a student has placed like a very platinum university, for that university student need the, we will do the disbursement in 72 hours only. So previous so many cases we have already did that. Okay, score based benefits also we have. As I said, by taking the GRE, so without co-applicant also we will process the loan for the USA, and we will consider agriculture income proof also as an income nowadays, as well as a student who has a maybe father civil or mother civil is not good. For them, we will consider collateral. That is also the open land also nowadays we are considering. By taking that also we can process the loan. Yeah. Our Avanse eligibility criteria. So Avanse eligibility criteria for USA, like suppose a student have backlogs also, but end of the day, suppose the students needs to clear all the backlogs. Okay, suppose if a student has the 10 backlog also, 15 backlog also, that's not a matter. Okay, as well as once there is no education gap coming to your intermediate as well as the graduation. Suppose in case any particular reason due to your health issue anything, there will be any certificate that we can consider. And one more thing, student who was already passed out and they are doing like working, as if suppose they have the work experience, they can submit that work experience also. Okay, for the student, these are the main thing. Okay, normal we will need coming to your KYC, your academic documents like 10th inter as well as the all mark memos, and your PMM and PC, that's it. Coming to co-borrower, like suppose if you are submitting the co-applicant, the minimum salary should be any of the salaried person. Okay, in maybe your mother, your father, or else your brother or sister, some around 25 to 35,000. Suppose if there is any EMIs also, it will be in limit only. Okay, their civil should be more than 650 and 680. Okay, if there are any delay payments, any bounces, any write-offs are there, okay, that should be a like particular NOC should be there. Suppose you have already closed the loan but it is not updated, we need a NOC, no objection certificate, from that bank for USA. Suppose if any of your family member like your mother, father, brother who are not working, suppose they are self-employed, suppose you have any business, so you can submit your ITR also. Okay, if you have business, submit the business proof and 2 years ITR. Okay, For us, own house proof is mandatory. Own house proof means wherever you have in India. Suppose you have in your rural area also, if you submit the electricity bill as well as the property tax, okay, that is enough. For co-borrower should be your any of the your relative, like from the mother side as well as the father side, maternal or paternal, maybe your cousins also, maybe your brother-in-law, sister-in-law, your aunt, your uncle, anyone can become as a co-borrower. There should be a relationship proof will be there, okay. So as well as the suppose for these all the documents which here displays, that is for the disbursement as well as the login process. As I said, for the co-borrower I needed the application like basic KYC, Aadhaar card, PAN card, and any of the accounts 6 months account statement will be required, okay. Student, as I told, only the academics, all academics mark sheets, Aadhaar card, PAN card. Co-borrower, Aadhaar card, PAN card, electricity bill, and current address proof and permanent address proof. Suppose if you are self-employed, so you need to submit the business proof. Suppose if you are salaried person, you need to submit the 6 months of the pay slips and the 8 months of the bank statement. So these are the required documents to process the loan. Yep. Maximum for USA, whatever the amount is there in your I-20, we will disburse that one, okay. As well as we will give the living expenses also to the student. So 1 year living expenses we will do. And one more thing here I want to highlight it. Suppose for USA, suppose you can take any of the university, so there is a 40 lakhs of the loan amount is sanctioned, okay, but you have taken only the 20 lakhs of the loan amount disbursed into your account, okay. So you need to pay the EMI only for the 20 lakhs, not for the another 20 lakhs. After 1 year is completed, suppose if you require more money, okay, for the next time, for first year is completed, for the next time you required another money, okay, more money, so you need to submit the fee receipt from your college. So after then, whatever the amount is there, so from that we will disburse another 20 lakhs to you, okay. So this is there. And there is a living expenses we will provide to the student, that also we will give to the students, for where student can book the flight tickets and everything, okay. Travel expenses and everything will be you can book from the your living expenses. As well as suppose if you once you go to the USA, after that suppose if you need more also, you can submit your whatever the requirement. So based on that, we will disperse the money as well as the tax basis. Okay. So Avance provides secured education loans for the studying abroad. Okay, for the secured loans, like we will consider residential property, like apartment we will consider, as well as the individual house is considered. Okay, maybe HMDL layout. Okay, as well as suppose in rural areas if it is there, so there will be a like registered document will be there. Okay, in rural area, suppose if there someone said it is a gram panchayati, so that we won't accept it. Maybe suppose it will be in a notary basis also, we will not consider, okay. Suppose if it is a land is there, that is also LRS and BRS and everything is registered in document, that we will consider open land. But agriculture land we will not consider for the secured loans. The education loan approach is, okay, we will disburse in Indian rupees only, okay. So first of all, the living expenses we will give into student account, okay. Once a student is went to USA, after that the college fee will be disbursed in student USA account, okay. So they student can pay the fee to university, okay. Tuition and hostel fee will be sent directly to the institution, to the directly to the university also. The loan amount for the expenses will get transferred to the co-borrower account system. The loan amount which we have disbursed to the student. Suppose if I have disbursed the 20 lakhs to the student university, so for that amount, EMI will be debited from the co-applicant. Suppose co-applicant is your father, so every month there will be a EMI will be there, okay, that will be debited from your father account. Suppose if any of the your cousins or anyone is came for the co-applicant. So from their account, that will be debited. Okay. Do you have any questions? So any questions and answers?
If any of you have any questions, you can write it on the chat box and ma'am will get back to you.
Is anyone have any questions? In chat box also you can written.
Ma'am, we have one question from Jagadish and you can reply.
Loan process for Australia. Okay. One by one, for the loan process for Australia. So for Australia, we need 100% collateral. But before going to Australia, I want everyone like some of the I think NBFC letter Australia university is not accepting. Okay. So first of all, you will check with your university that the Avanse finance letter is accepting or not. Suppose if they are accepting, then we will take 100% collateral from your side. As I said, collateral, we will take a house like apartment, flat, as well as the individual house, as well as the open land. By taking them, and we will process the loan process for the Australia. Rate of interest for the non-secured loan, it is coming some around 12% to 12.75%. Depends upon the university and everything. Okay. My father is salaried and getting salary in his bank account, but the company doesn't provide salary slip. So if company is not providing salary slip, if a bank statement is there, you can submit the bank statement. Which slide, Tanusha? I didn't get you. So can you please mute and so speak? So I'll let you know.
Ma'am, she's asking you to explain the current slide.
This slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Avanse. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Tuition fee and hostel fee, university fee. Once you have taken the loan, okay, you came for the disbursement of the 25 lakhs or 35 lakhs, whatever your first year university fee. Okay, how many dollars? Maybe it will be 20 like $10,000 or $15,000, whatever the university fee. So we will directly pay to your university account only. So the fee will be directly paid by our side. Okay. But the living expenses means by booking your tickets and everything, we will credit into your account. So from there you can book your flight ticket and everything. Okay. And the EMI, which the EMI is, suppose I have paid university fee of 30 lakhs rupees. Okay. So after that, there will be a EMI will be there. As I told you, the main EMI will start after 3 years on the 37th month. But in this 3 years period, you need to pay partial interest. That is come around some around 2,000 to 5,000. So who are the co-applicant is there in that loan? So from their account, it will be EMI will be debited. Hello, Tanusha, are you there?
Tanushka, if your doubt is clear, you can respond it on the chat box. Also, ma'am, Shaurya wants you to repeat his to answer his question again.
Can I proceed for Canada education before? For Canada, we need an admit letter, Sridhar. Only for USA without admit letter, and for UK based on unconditional offer letter.
Also, ma'am, could you please answer again Shorey's question regarding rate of interest for non-secured loans? It's not clear to
Rate
him.
of interest for the unsecured loans, it is in between 12% to 12.75%. Shaurya?
I, I hope, Shorey, your doubt is clear. Yes, ma'am, it's clear. If anyone else has any doubt, you may please ask. Anyone still has any doubt? If no, then we can end today's session. Yes, you can record. In fact, the recording will be uploaded on Ubergrad's website. So you can go through it. It will be uploaded by tomorrow. Also, any other doubt? You may ask right now because ma'am is available and she will answer it for you, Tanushka.
Okay, Sridhar, my father civil is only, and he is having one EMI going currently. It will be a problem, or it's okay? No. If EMI is on time, there will be a no problem. If your father is repaying EMI on time, it's okay. If there is any delayed or any like a settlement is it, or what is the EMI? Maybe is it which kind of loan is this, Sridhar? Yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Ma'am, Shrikant has a
Okay,
query.
please explain on the Gram Panchayat register plot. Gram Panchayat register plot, we won't accept, Srikant. Like a notary and everything, we won't accept it. If it is a Gram Panchayati, suppose if you're paying a like a uh, register plot, means there should be everything will be a document proof. So Gram Panchayati, like it will coming like how much radius also we will look into that. Like where is the location and what is the radius within the town or anything. Suppose if it is out of it also. So depends on that we will look and we will let you know. Suppose if you're paying the property tax for that land, so then we can consider it by submitting that property tax. Like every maybe year we will pay the property tax, right? Suppose if you have that proof, so we will consider it.
I hope, Shrikant, your doubt was clear. If anyone still has any doubt, you may please ask. Anyone? Ma'am, I guess that's all. Okay, ma'am, Shrikant has one more doubt.
What applicant got less than 700 civil means what is the reason? Like why? reason we will cross check the like a civil report. Suppose if there are any settlement is there, suppose credit card settlement, any of the write-offs are there, so that time it is a little bit tough to process the loan, so that time we will ask for the second co-applicant, any another co-applicant.
I hope it's clear now. Also, you can just a second. Also, in case you have any doubts, you can mail us on hello@ubergrad.com and we'll get back to you. I have shared the mail on the chat box and you can mail us. So, ma'am, you may please reply to Shrikant's message. I have even shared a mobile number. You can call us on that mobile number and can clear your doubts. So, if anyone has any other doubt, then please tell. Otherwise, we can end today's session.